It's about that time. The time in which we add some guns. So if you watched my last video, you know that I started making a game called HORDES, and at the end of the video I said I would make a gun and purchase system, and so yeah, let's make a gun and purchase system. So to start off from last time, there's only a single weapon in the game. The gun doesn't have that much detail, and it's basically just a pistol that shoots weird blue crap. I don't really know what this is, but we'll figure it out. So it's time to add some new guns. So after doing a little bit of programming, now we have this. It's basically the same weapon as the first one, except it keeps on firing until you let go of the trigger, aka an automatic weapon. But right now it doesn't look very good and it still shoots the weird blue crap, so let's make it look a lot better. So after spending a bit of time designing the weapon, I also had to create a script that would flip the gun when you rotate, and it worked really well on the first try. So in order to fix this problem, I had to figure out what a quaternion is, and I don't know what that is, so I looked it up, and it's this weird ball rotation thing. I don't really understand it, but I did eventually find the page I was looking for, and that helped me come up with a solution to my problem, and I think it looks pretty good, and yeah. But after all this, I think something was missing, and that is a railgun. Well, an actual railgun. So basically what a railgun is it's this gun that's currently being developed that shoots out projectiles at a very high velocity using electromagnetic forces and Lenz's law, and I want to incorporate it to my game because it's one, really cool, and two, because I think it's a gun that we'll probably be using in the future, and so yeah. So I based the design of my railgun off of this handheld railgun, futuristic looking type of thing. So I started designing it in Aseprite, but I quickly realized that it didn't look very good, so I ended up going back and redoing it, and it still doesn't look that great, but it's definitely a start for the design. And I also made a laser type of thing to shoot out the weapon. So I just want to pause really quick and say that these videos take a really long time to edit, so if you can subscribe or just leave a like, that is a lot of help, and it helps motivate me to make these videos and finish my projects. And so yeah, if you could do that, that'd be pretty cool, especially considering I'm still pretty small. So yeah, back to the video. So the way my railgun works is it first shoots at a line from a fire point, and from that fire point a small laser beam is created, and that laser beam is then stretched to fit the distance of where the fire point is and where the line hits. But the beam actually stretches in both directions, so we actually have to move it forward so that it looks like it's coming out of the right spot. And when it's all put together with a flash and an explosion, it has a pretty convincing effect. So with all that said and done, I now had a railgun in my game. But there's no way to actually get these guns in the game. So it's time for one of the bigger parts of my game, the purchase system. So to start off with, I started designing a vending machine that would dispense you weapons if you had enough points. For some reason I was in a rush to create this design, so it ended up not really looking very detailed, and I didn't really spend much time making it, but I will probably go back and redo it later. I then spent some time creating a point system so that while you kill the enemies, you earn points which you can then use to purchase weapons and other things. And now when you kill enemies you earn points, although I might tweak the values of which you earn points later, because right now it's kind of broken and I don't really know how much I want things to be yet, so right now the points are kind of just an arbitrary number. It was also at this point that I realized that the guns were kind of flat and they didn't have a muzzle flash or that type of thing, so I added a muzzle flash to the pistol and the AR. And so I was going to show myself making the purchase script and all those mechanics, but it was actually a lot easier to incorporate than I thought it would, so I don't really have any footage of it. And so here's what the game looks so far. Right now I think it looks a lot better compared to last time. Although the thing I don't like is that the guns are still a little bit flat, they don't look very great. And the UI also, even though I made it look a little bit better, is also not that great. So those are some things I need to improve next time. But this is where I'm going to leave it off at. Next time I'll probably make the character, and I'll also probably make a better UI system. But for now, you can subscribe, like, leave the video, I don't care. But enjoy this extra speed footage if you want.